Sorry, Ari, you're not invited to our table anymore until you stop running your mouth. All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Lyric London.
I'm Annie Rose.
And welcome to a special edition episode of Manish, where we introducing our hot topics. You excited?
A little nervous, but we're gonna see what it do.
You know, first of all, I want to thank everybody. One, for watching the shows, all the positive feedback, everybody that's sharing, supporting, sending in comments, questions. Just thank you guys so much for supporting the show, being a part of this movement, helping us build this brand. We're very, very excited. So just to let you know, regular edition of the show, we talk about different topics, things that we feel like are informative to help the community. With hot topics, we get to be a little bit more messy, talking about what's going on, word on the street, you know, in the blogs, you know, different things like that. So we'll always be dropping stuff. We can't tell you when, so you got to be on the lookout for hot topics, because we're coming to you with the juice as we get it in the cup.
Take a sip on that.
Okay. So first of all, before we start, we are sponsored by The Black Cord. You can catch them here. Make sure you follow them for all of the hottest details in the media, what's going on, everything fashionable, everything forward. Make sure you follow those guys, our good guys, Chad and Jeremiah, who are our co-hosts. They run that site, and we are in full support, and they sponsoring us, making sure we getting all the hot and juicy details. So anyway, we're going to hop right in.
Yes,
so the first person that's sitting at the table with us today is Mr. Ray J and Princess Love. So what you feel about the health situation? So if you don't know, okay, so first we got to update you on what's going on. So apparently, from what I've researched, Ray J and Princess moved to Las Vegas.
Yes.
Which
I didn't know, but.
Exactly. Apparently, via Princess, she was left in Vegas. Her and baby, what's the baby's name? Melody. Her and the baby Melody was left in Las Vegas, and now she wants a divorce. She came out later expressing why she didn't want to move to Las Vegas. Said it was too much partying, it's too much going on, it's too much of this distractions was the word that she used. And Ray J is making it his diligent duty to let everybody in on what's going on, and making a video every day with his family and reaching out to Princess via Instagram
and social media. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to like the Norwoods and like with the Ray J and situation and stuff like that, just seeing like on, I don't think it was season 4, it was whatever season that they had Brandy on there. And the mama and the daddy, and it was all like, you know, we don't do that. We're not, you know, we're about keeping things in the family, and, you know, basically saying it was they don't do the public bullshit. They keep their bullshit inside the damn house. So, knowing that and seeing that, when I see Princess saying her spiel, which we've also seen on the show, she don't give a damn about saying her piece and letting the world know what the fuck her husband has done did in these streets and how he is. So we know that. And then you see follow up right behind it, you see his ass on the fucking every blog that I just saw in the Shade Room specifically. You making a video talking about, you know, just trying to save face. I don't want to misquote him, but just basically trying to save face. So that immediately just popped up in my head, like, so it was you really not wrong, or is you just trying to save face because y'all trying to keep it in the family? Yeah. And you mad this girl done blasted your ass for the 50 million thousand fucking time? Yeah. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Long story short, we're going to make it real short because it's a mess to me. And that's what happens when you live your life on reality TV. You let people in. I feel like maybe that's something they're conditioned to. Maybe that's why they do it. Maybe it's why it's not necessarily normal to me. I talk a lot of stuff online. But, you know, I do keep my stuff personal. Yeah. The relationship is toxic. Princess, grab baby Melody,
Shit.
Harmony, whatever the little girl name is,
and get the fuck
beautiful
out.
baby, go on, get up out of there. Ray J ain't been doing right. He ain't gonna do right. Y'all clearly got a lot of insecurities. Keep your little baby out of that foolishness, out of the middle of it. That baby is developing. These are very important years. Grab the baby, grab your purse, and hit it. Okay? Next, sit down at the table. Moving right along. We got Portia versus Miss Lonnie Love. So apparently, the real and the messy group of girls that they are wanted to have a conversation about Portia's decision about continuing to date Dennis, which we actually going to play the clip right now. We're going to watch it so we can update y'all. So just pull that up real quick.
Yeah.
So hopefully y'all can hear it. If not, it's going to have a playback for y'all to be able to see what we talking about, so y'all can be up to speed.
Because we like to have our receipts.
Yes,
by the way.
and facts.
Yeah.
Portia Williams from The Real Housewives. And I don't know if you guys heard, but she recently announced that she is still planning to marry her fiance, Dennis McKinley. Oh, you're shocked. Okay. So, if you don't know, Dennis McKinley was unfaithful with her during her pregnancy. She still wants to marry him, and she also said at BravoCon that she wants to get married on television. So, just asking, do you guys think it's a good idea for Portia to give her fiance a second chance at marriage and on TV?
Which is nobody's business.
I feel like, to someone's maybe it depends. Maybe Portia knows what's best for Portia. But
She looks good.
we only know Portia off of Real Housewives of Atlanta. We don't know what's really happening behind the scenes. You don't know, so I can't say. I know that some women don't take cheating that seriously. Like for them, me and Tam's eyes just went out because we feel differently. You and me feel very differently. We feel like that for us is the deal breaker. That's a deal breaker for Tam and I.
Especially when I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
That's for me.
Yeah. Now, Jackie, while that's our sentiment, I have literally spoken to other women that feel very differently about this.
Why?
Marriage, I don't know or understand, but I've literally heard people say they feel that marriage is a partnership. They feel that they have a child. It is to raise their child. Again, one more time, I couldn't do it, but I'm not going to judge somebody else for the way
Tedious
they
face.
choose
Which one is that?
to make
Tedious or man?
decisions.
To me,
One of the twins face.
I don't understand.
So Portia trying to get that reality show. That's what that is.
Okay, and cut. Okay, so basically you get the gist of what's going on. The ladies are discussing, you know, as they do, as we're doing right now. We're in people's business. You know, and everybody has something to say. And then, of course, Lonnie is attacked because she comes out with the, you know, the comment of, you know, Portia just wants a reality show. And, of course, we have Portia who quote, and I quote, BITCHFU, fake ASS, that's in the hashtag, don't run up smiling when I see you. And Lonnie, in response, says, Portia, I didn't say anything bad and you know it. It was a light-hearted comment. I hope you get your show comic.
I was shady.
So, one thing I would say, my personal opinion, you know, Lonnie is a comedian. So everybody's, you know, that's why she's on the show. Everybody went around and, you know, on the show, all the hosts said their very valid opinions. So of course you gotta have somebody kind of, you know, create some type of humor from it, regardless if there's some truth about it. I don't feel like Portia should have attacked that lady and talked to that lady like that. Cause one, it's not anybody's fault that you're in the situation that you're in and it's in the public. So where I feel like she probably felt like coming from that space that, you know, that was personal and she shouldn't have made fun of it. But love, you are a public figure. Your relationship is with Dennis and it's in the public and it's bad because of what Dennis is doing. So let's not take the energy that you should be putting towards your relationship and him towards people that are just doing their job and, you know, don't mean no harm to you. But that's how you can tell, you know, that Portia's probably in a very, you know, not secure space and very much so took that very personally and, you know, attacked Lonnie.
You know, I agree. Not to like just say that I don't have my own opinion, but I mean, I feel like yes, it was a very lighthearted comment, And I feel like also, Portia, you said way worse things about other people on your show, and there's been way worse things said to you on your show that I don't think that comment was anywhere near to what you already used to. Like he said, it just seems like, you know, you already dealing with a lot, and I know it hurts to hear one more person tell you what you already know, or what you already kind of feel in the back of your head, but because every, you know, main girl on Real Housewives gets the wedding spin-off special and gets the, you know, the Bravo treatment, I understand you want that. So, you know, I get it. And that's all I'm going to say.
So we're going to move right along off of that. So keeping it right on the street of Real Housewives, Kandi and Tide welcome their third child via surrogate. Beautiful situation, I feel. I think it's a beautiful thing where technology has gotten us to the point where, you know, people that are older may not be able to have their own kids, have more opportunities and different things and different ways in which they can have a family. I know Portia expressed not Portia, but Kandi expressed on the show that she couldn't, she don't want to go through the health, the health risk. Kandi is getting older, and with women as they get older, the complications come with holding a child, with having a child. And so we just wanted to, shed a positive light on that beautiful thing of her having a beautiful
because not to cut
baby
you off,
girl.
But I saw a lot of bad comments about it, like oh, why can't you have your child, or like just a lot of insensitive, like kind of ignorant comments about it. And like he said, like this is a technology that has clearly been created for this purpose of helping mothers who literally can't conceive and literally can't carry children, and also to women who would love to have a child but can't necessarily, carry it for other reasons outside of not being able to conceive. It's still a beautiful thing. Childbirth and bringing a new life into this world, it's still a beautiful thing. Just because it's not the way that we are so programmed, though we've already, like, just because we weren't, it's a new thing, don't mean like it's all, she deserves all this negative shit. This is how I feel about it.
Ultimately, I feel like people should just,
stay out of people's business.
Yeah, and not even, like, even outside of that, like, how they have a family, that's up to them.
Yeah.
Like, some people can't have kids at all, so I don't understand how people just find negative stuff out of so beautiful things. Like, that's the thing, like, I'm like, for somebody that can't have kids, having an option to have a child or certain things like that, I feel like that's something to be celebrated. Congrats, Kandi and Tide, on baby Blaze. Tucker is her name. She already has an Instagram page because, that's how the Kandi Birds runs things. And, as the queen HBIC of Real Housewives of Atlanta, that gets paid the most.
And also to piggyback off that's the new age thing to do for people to make Instagrams for their children because they want to. Never mind. All right, that's another topic another day.
Yeah. Congrats. We're gonna keep
Congratulations.
Okay, so here next we have the one and the only doll of them all, Cash Doll. All right, so I'll let you tell us about this situation because I know you know.
I'm gonna open this conversation up with my cup being the star of this conversation. Good vibes only. So Cash Doll decided to voice her concerns and grievances to social media in regards to Nicki Minaj.
Oh, we had a clip. Hold on, let me play the clip.
Yes, let's play the clip.
Let's play the clip.
She was delusional. You want to be technical? That's exactly what happened. Hello, I don't want to be beefing. Well, I unfollowed Nicki. I unfollowed Nicki 2 weeks ago because when y'all was for whatever the fuck y'all was before, and I told y'all to leave my name out your mouth. She came in my DM talking crazy. And I unfollowed her ass and told her she was delusional. You want to be technical? That's exactly what happened. Hello.
Okay.
So pretty much,
Yeah, so you heard, okay, so, yeah, non-public information became public information at this point. And you know, there's a lot of speculation that this was fueled behind Cash Doll's recent association with Cardi B, her newfound relationship with Lil Kim.
Pause.
That was your
Sorry guys, my food, I'm a little hungry on the go and my food is here, but we're gonna hop right back in. Okay.
convene. So yeah, so a lot of the backlash from the fan base that she was going at in regards to her claims of why Nicki Minaj came in her DMs is due to because you were just seen in a club in cahoots with the same girl that doesn't like the fan base that you're attacking. And you were just seen, you know, making amends with the same girl that doesn't like the person that you're attacking. That's one issue. Second is, if it was supposed to be non-public information, people feel like it should have stayed non-public information because of the hate train and narrative that is already out about Nicki Minaj, and people feel like upcoming female rappers use that hate train and narrative for their own promotion and their own, you know, things to do, their own projects or whatever. So that was the synopsis of the backlash from Cash Doll, basically. However, the other side of the spectrum feels like, you know, this is Nicki being an asshole. This is, you know, another female rapper who has came out and said, you know, something else negative about Nicki Minaj, which I get. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Don't get me wrong. I can understand how it looks like that. However, from a business standpoint and from a hate train already out there standpoint, it does kind of look like, girl, you're just hopping on the hate train at this point because she was just telling us how you love this girl. And even in the same thing, you were talking about how you still love her. However, in my opinion, if me and you don't have an issue and it's just between me and your fans, and if I have respect for you, I'm gonna keep that respect for you. Now, we haven't seen the clip, the messages. We haven't seen none of that. So that still leaves us to believe, okay, what the fuck did this bitch say to her for her to be like, she came at her crazy? Okay, that's one thing. Now, the other side is, we still ain't seen the text messages or the messages. And that is where people feel like, okay, well, damn, you done said this one piece, you might as well say the rest of it. Because if you're saying that she came at you crazy, obviously people are going to believe that she came at you crazy because people believe that Nicki Minaj is crazy as fuck and is nasty and is jealous and is mean and don't like all these other rap girls. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, just put it out there. Why the fuck, don't just put it out. That's where I'm at. But, you know,
I just feel like this. Cash Doll, sweetie.
it's too late. This shit is too late, dog. It's just too late.
I just feel like
I like her. That's the thing.
I feel like but my thing is this. Cash Doll ain't did nothing to nobody other than her expressing how she felt about Nicki Minaj. She ain't expressed nothing about the gay community, the white community, and stuff like that. So with people feeling the need to feel any different about her and her personally about her relationship with Nicki Minaj is the part that blows me and confuses me. I don't give a fuck. I put a lot of people on blast because of why we may or may not fallen out. You know what I'm saying? If I was a successful person and knowing how people troll and how fans are, knowing how Nicki Minaj fans are equivalent to Beyonce fans, sometimes you do gotta nip stuff in the bud. They follow everything these people do. They know when you unfollow. So I get why she said it. I also feel like she should just went ahead and put it all out there so people can understand, because it just makes it drag on. I don't feel like she was trying to capitalize off the situation. I feel like she was more so trying to keep people off her nuts. And it is so much of like people picking sides and stuff like that. It's stupid, it's childish. Cash Doll does give me very much so above that, because if she wanted to end Nicki or be messy, she could have, put out the receipts or not end Nicki, because she couldn't know how the power to do that. But Either way it goes, people, if you disliking that lady because she's expressing how she felt if somebody was being delusional to her, you're fucking crazy. Excuse my language, I'm not supposed to be cussing. I'm supposed to be fasting from cussing. But you're freaking crazy because that ain't got nothing to do with you. And she's perfectly entitled to unfollow that person.
Yeah,
if you gave me bad vibes, I'm not finna follow you, sweetie. I don't want to look at you. There's people I ain't even got bad vibes with. I don't even know half of y'all, and I mute y'all and unfollow y'all. So moving right along, Cash Doll, we ain't gonna really have you come sit down and talk to us about it because you cool. We gonna mind our business.
Yeah.
Next on the list that need to come sit down and talk to us immediately is Fat Lizzo. Okay.
Oh,
Now, one, on a positive note, she was nominated for 8 Grammys, which is amazing, I feel. And though I feel a way about her personally, on a personal level, as a musician, I do respect her. A lot of people don't, but I do. I don't have a problem with her music. I feel like she worked her behind off, literally, that big behind. She worked it off. This year, I feel like she deserves every last award nomination. Now, my issue, Miss Thing is always, sorry y'all, being overtly sexy, doing the most, and I get it. In the world of body shaming, I get the side of it, but it's like, it's not graceful. And it's not giving me something that gives empowerment. Like it's because I love all shapes and sizes. I think beautiful, bigger women, shapely women are beautiful. So when she first started doing it, I was like, yes, girl, let these people know. Like, other people can do it, you can do it. But the same way I follow the little girls that do it and the little guys that do it, or the in shape, what we call in shape people that do it, it's the same. It's the same thing. I keep the same energy. Like when it became an every other day thing, this last picture with her whole ass cheek on the sink.
ass out.
Sweetie, I don't want to see that. Okay, and I don't want to see it all the time. Like everybody had a little moment where you gotta let people know. You know, Tony had a little moment. A few of the, celebrities, they had a little moment. This woman empowerment. Like, I'm gonna let you know I still got it. I'm gonna let you know I can do this. I can pull people. I can walk in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
I got this. But like when you doing it, it's just like something spiritually doesn't sit right with me, connected to her and where she's operating from at this particular point. I won't get too deep. St. Regular said it's hot topic, so I keep it real. 13 to 19 age group. But yeah. I can't get jiggy with, as Azalea Banks. I said Fat Lizzo, not saying that literally, but that's what Azalea Banks calls her.
Azalea Banks calls her Fat Lizzo. Fat Lizzo, and Azalea Banks is actually the one who's kind of sparked my mind about the whole, her showing her body every 10. She basically said that. You can go find it. I know I'm misquoting her, but this is the gist of what she said. Is she feels like Lizzo is too talented to be out here over-sexualizing herself as a black woman that can play this instrument, that can make the music that she does, and that is at the caliber that she's at right now. And I honestly completely agree.
Same.
Because it's just like, we can empower bigger women more than just telling them they're okay being naked. Because then I feel like you cross over into what we do with the smaller girls, or the men or whatever that feel like they got to be naked to be seen or be like loved or have attention. It's just like nah. And personally, I ain't gonna say that. Lizzo, shout out to you and your 8 Grammy nominations. Shout out to you for playing the flute. I really like Cause I Love You. And a lot of people don't know, but Lizzo's been out for a long ass fucking time, like a long time, and people feel like Truth Hurts was like her claim to fame, but I mean, it was her claim to fame commercially, but the girl been out, like he said, she's literally been working her ass off, and yeah, shout out to you, girl. Yeah,
just Lizzo, put your clothes on, love. Be a little bit more graceful. I'm all about big girl empowerment, woman empowerment, just, it's becoming a little too much for me personally. And some people may disagree. That's the thing about being a human being out here in the world. Okay, moving moving right along, we have Ari
Lennox.
who I personally like.
I love her.
And I necessarily, you know, this tea is a little old, you know what I'm saying? It was a little last week because you know everything, you know. But I wanted to make sure we talked about it on the first, on our first Hot Topics because I just wanted to get it out there because this kind of goes hand in hand with her and Summer Walker. So just to kind of give you a gist of what happened, she, along with Summer Walker, were nominated for Soul Train Awards. They went to the award ceremony. I believe she also performed. Not Summer Walker, but Ari did. Mm-hmm. And she did not win that particular night. And so my issue with that was she went on to her Twitter to express, one, that she was disappointed, which I didn't have a problem with that. It was the dragging it on and the more things that she started to say, talking about she was going to quit, you know, making jokes about joining the army. You know, this, I'm not cut out for this. I thought I was going to be respected. If I read, you know what I realized? People who genuinely F with me understand my frustration. People who are self-hating haters are clearly never given my music a chance and got the biggest problem with me always. No one will have to worry about me complaining after this current complaint. What I would not do is ever be depressed again. It's not just an award. It was any award. It wasn't just an award show. Any award show. It was the awards. SVB was slept on in so many ways. I'm too emotional to pretend like I can play this game. Just a lot of complaining, and it's also the one thing, like I said earlier when we saying that it ties into somewhat of what I feel about Summer Walker. There's an entitlement that the new age musicians and celebrities feel like they should have. It comes off as completely ungrateful. Everybody in the industry knows that you have to pay your dues, and it takes time. So this whole big thing where people are like in a rush or feel like the world is in a rush right now. Like I feel like everything is moving so fast, but like for people to just be so vocal about stuff as if like, because at the end of the day, you can't talk against the other people that won. Well, you have to be talking against them to say that I should have won. And I'm like, sweetheart, people don't even really know your name yet. Like, you're not a staple in everybody's like brain just yet. Like, you're still out here trying to make your mark. People are still learning who you are. And granted, you may have had the best album and you may have deserved it. But for you to come out publicly and say anything is disrespectful to that brand and to whoever those people are that made those decisions and whatever you may feel. And it just goes back into all of this, like, people are just so vocal. And because it's like, in the entertainment industry, it's not about you. And we keep trying to change the industry to fit our standards, and it doesn't work. The entertainment industry fits the standards of what sells or what works or what gets more views. Like, and that's what everybody knows before they get into the industry. So when people start complaining, it's almost like, well, girl, you already kind of knew. Like, if you don't have the mindset to deal with that, you're not going to make it in the industry, period. So it's like, even with Summer Walker and a lot of people defending her and her mental health, and me feeling like she's using it as a crutch. Because on one side you see her doing this, and then, you know, and I don't deny any of that. I don't deny that she doesn't have social anxiety or any of those things. But to know what road you're walking down and to expect the world to conform to your standards alone, it's selfish. You know what I'm saying? And then to verbalize that and just expect people to understand, like, these fans are people that pay your bills. You are nothing without these fans. So these people are going to want to take pictures with you, or they're going to want you to be personable and smile because, bitch, I pay for the streaming services, or I pay $100 extra just to come for a meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for back to Ari, that's like inviting somebody over for dinner and Ari come and eat up my food and then go home to Facebook and later say, well, damn, I wish they would have gave me pork chops instead of chicken. Like, I'm never going to invite you again. So it's like when people do certain things like that, why would you expect for these people to invite you back and to praise you? And granted, they may, but from a certain point, that type of stuff is ungrateful. They didn't have to nominate you. You should have just been humble and gracious enough that you were nominated. Yeah, you can feel some type of way, but it's not for you to go and publicly, with your platform as big as it is, go out and create a negative narrative towards an award show that you have so much respect for, and you're not doing it intentionally. You just hurt. You're coming from a hurt place, but you got to be smarter than that, love. You have to be smarter than that, and you're way too talented. You know what I'm saying? So I do get it. If you want to just go and play for the coffee shops and have your own brand, then maybe that's what you need to do. But you cannot go against the industry like that and expect for them to welcome you with open arms, because the Soul Train Award may be cool with it, but these other award shows are going to treat you very much so like the Nicki Minaj's and other people who have been snubbed and who are snubbed on purpose at this point, because you have come out and said certain things, or you put out a certain type of energy, and at some point you can't get mad at it, because these is, like I said, these people houses. You can't tell people how to run their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't. And that's my thing about that.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword, I think, because I do think we're reaching a point where a lot of artists, though, are getting fed up with the industry's antics, and I think that this is why we're seeing more artists speak up on their platforms and say different things, and I'm for it, because, you know, if nobody speaks up, then everybody's going to continue to be snubbed and continue to have these things happen to them. And that's just, I honestly applaud all the people that do it, even though it may not be a smart thing to do business-wise, but, you know, personal-wise, like, I get it. Just to shed light on why she said it, or why she said what she said, I think it was because, honestly, it's funny we talked about Lizzo. I think it was the album mixtape of the year or something like that. Award, I think that she was more so upset about, and I think, I'm sorry, that's what, if you saw me looking at my phone, I was looking at giving my receipts. The album mixtape, basically, of the year award, the nominees were Lizzo, Ari Lennox, Ella Mai, Chris Brown, Khalid, and her. And if I'm not mistaken, if this is why she was really upset, Lizzo won that award, and I guess she felt like her album was more soul than Cause I Love You. So, you know, it's like, when you see it from that perspective, to me, I'm like, okay, I get why you're upset. But like he said, you aren't I'm not gonna say you're not the Ari Lennox, you know, but you're not at Lizzo's type of mainstream wise yet. So honestly, looking at it from a, you know, business and sales perspective, of course this award show is going to give Lizzo, who's just recently #1, of course they're going to give her the award.
She had an album of the year. That's the name of it.
Yeah, like, of course they're going to give her the award. It's politics when it comes to this shit. They're going to give people these awards that they feel like their fans are going to tune into the show, and they're going to, you know, there's ratings and all this other bullshit. Of course they're not going to give you, Ari Lennox, if you had the better album than Cause I Love You, the award, because nobody's going to really tune into that. To them.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? It honestly goes to show the spectrum of people nowadays that how we're just so prone to bullshit. Not saying Lizzo's bullshit, but it's just like, here we are, we praise that we want to see these black girls be at the forefront of the entertainment industry, but you guys still don't go out and support these girls to get them up here with the other girls.
And they're not going to.
It's like, you know, it's dumb. Y'all shoot yourselves in the foot with this shit every time, and these girls literally put their whole lives out to give y'all something to feel good about, because I saw her saying, I put my everything, like the Shea Butter Baby was for black women, and to not get that award really, you know, hurt her, and not get it. It's just like, damn, she did it for y'all, just for y'all not to fucking go and support it.
And that's the thing, like, my thing with people with Lizzo, I didn't want to go into that. That's a black woman, regardless of how you spin it.
Right.
Regardless of what music she prefers, every black woman ain't talking about Shea Butter.
Right.
So that does not take away from the fact that she is a black woman doing black music. I don't care how you flip it. That's why, like, I'm not even having an argument with people about her award nominations and her winning. She had an incredible year as a black woman. It's to be celebrated. I'm not personally proud of her putting her ass cheeks on Instagram, but as a black woman that's out here killing it.
I mean, pop.
dominating pop, and if you listen to the album, there's all types of music on it. It's soul in there. It's all types of things.
I love that album.
So it's like from the Soul Train Awards honoring her album of the year. I can see it. It was a big album. It was a big year for her. She deserved it. My problem with Ari is, sweetheart, you're new. You're freshly pulled to the seat. Have a seat at the table. Sit there, eat the food, be quiet, and then next year we're gonna circle back around, and then we can have something to say. When you give it, like I tell people as a choreographer, when you're the best person in the room and you're killing it that bad, then you can come and speak and say, you know what, this is bullshit. You have not created that much of a dent in the industry for you to be coming out speaking like that, and not saying that you don't deserve it. Your feelings are yours. You are entitled. But I'm saying from a business standpoint, from the industry standpoint, it's not smart. And I don't care who disagree. It's always personal, and then there's business. I can say how I feel personally, and I feel like she deserves, and I understand where she's coming from. Business-wise, sweetheart, like I said, enjoy your seat. Enjoy the fact that you were invited. It's unfortunate. This is the industry. I can't change it. I can only let y'all know that's what these people are doing out here in the streets. Sorry, Ari, you're not invited to our table anymore until you stop running your mouth. All right.
Bring me some shake. Never mind.
Okay. Moving right along. Closing out.
Oh, God.
We have Miss Jocelyn Savage, who finally...
Why is this shit even a topic again? Oh, my God.
Who finally, after... What has it been? A year, probably?
I don't fucking know. After a whole fucking show, after social media...
She wants to come out with a tell-all book or something expressing how...
It's fucking bullshit.
What she's been through with R. Kelly. And of course, well, I'll read you what the lawyer said, because he's going to spin it in favor of her being an opportunist. It is unfortunate that Jocelyn now seeks to make money by exploiting her long-time loving relationship with Robert, who's R. Kelly. Obviously, if she were to tell the truth, no one would pay. So she has unfortunately chosen to regurgitate, sorry if I said that wrong, the stories and lies told by others for her own personal profit. We all know the facts. I'm trying to figure out which facts he's talking about, but and it was not until the money ran out that she decided anything was wrong. Hopefully people will see it for the obvious profiteering that it is.
That's not what this shit is about. This shit's fucked up. Sorry, I hate to blur this shit out because that just pissed me off. That's not what this shit is about, whether she's doing it for an opportunity or not. If that lady was fucked up by this man, just like everybody else came out and said it was fucked up by him, oh well. Now, I don't like the opportunistic thing, because that it goes to show that, bitch, you just sat there and waited until the right number came to, because she pretty much basically made everybody who came out look like they was lying and they was, on some bullshit. But, it does look bad on your part. Okay, don't get it fucked up. I'm still going to keep my foot on your neck, too. But this lawyer saying all that bullshit, you should have just kept your fucking mouth closed.
Yeah, he should have been quiet.
Because that makes it seem like you're justifying
so the facts. We all know the facts. We all know the fact that he's a rapist and a master manipulator.
He's a fucking
so she has very much so enough other people saying the same exact thing that she said for us to believe her side of the story. It's not about her profiting. One, Sister Cat, you may have went through everything that you went through. It just sucks that you waited till right now to talk about it, and it does look like an opportunist situation. But I also understand when those women, because I watched the documentary, I watched it, and when you are being manipulated, when you are being physically, verbally, spiritually abused, all those type of things.
That's a different whole ball.
Yeah, so it's like I can't tell her when she got over it and when she felt good enough, because them women were traumatized. Them women had went through a lot of different things.
And she was the same girl, not to cut you off, but she was the same girl that their family was
trying to find her. And she wasn't responding. She was the one that wouldn't come. So she wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? And like those women waited. As long as they waited. I want other people that's just trying to throw her under the bus. Them women didn't come right out and say that shit.
They waited too.
And some of them wasn't going to say nothing had they not been approached. So it's like, I want y'all to be sympathetic to both sides. One, I understand. Jocelyn and Sweetie, good luck with everything that you got going on. It's an old play record at this point. You're not going to really, profit as much. You are, because you were the one girl that everybody wanted to hear from. I'm glad you're telling your truth, because it does need to be told. And R. Kelly, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that.
God.
You know
what he gonna do with his shit.
Yeah, he ain't got to do. He got to eat what he
there?
did. Yeah, of course. He's not getting out.
Yeah.
But the lawyer.
What did he do? If
I ever see you, I'm just gonna swing on you, because you just silly, and you doing your job. But it just was like, nigga, what? Make it make sense.
It's all
like you just
and media.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think that's disgusting though. Like, that's the real problem with the media.
Yeah, defending.
It's like you're just giving this man a pass to just, oh, it's okay.
We all know the facts.
It's okay to sexually abuse men, women and shit.
We all know the fact. And loving relationships, like how you try to spin words and throw keywords in there, like.
Because not even with this.
All of that was manipulated. That man didn't love that woman. Like, regardless of what it may have been loving on her end. You know what I'm saying? She may have been in love with him and felt all this and, believed all them lies. But that was never the case on his end. We know who R. Kelly is, Robert, as you called him, trying to make him look and sound innocent. Like he's the victim. And he ruined these people's lives. Like, just
even K. Michelle alluded to it without even saying exactly what it was. She just basically said, I ain't gonna snitch. But, it ain't like what they saying is untrue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, come on.
It was the same situation. He manipulated her. She's a woman that wanted a career. He promised her those things. You fall in love with somebody you look up to. He's a star. I don't know how I would feel, in a situation like that. I can't speak on it.
He saved her out of her own situation that she was in.
Yeah.
Too. I remember her saying that because it was around the time she was getting beat up by Memphis. And he's found a weak person and and that's honestly what manipulators do. They know how to find people. Come on.
Yeah. So Jocelyn Savage, good luck with everything that you have going on. Yeah. We gonna,
We just wrap that on now because I don't want to hear about this shit no more.
Yeah. So that's it for us today on our Hot Topics Manish edition. We'll be here. We'll keeping you, keeping your ear hot and steaming to the streets and giving you what's new and hot out here. Especially because all of y'all are messy and goddamn news reporters now. So I don't never miss anything. It's all I gotta do is sign on to Facebook and I'm getting the hot tea. So thank y'all for tuning in to Hot Topics. Continue to tune in for Manish. We're on a break right now for the holidays. We will be back with brand new episodes. And follow us, follow the Black Cord. Until the next Hot Topics, we'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye. Remember, good vibes only.